Kids and cadets, welcome back to Tommy Time. 2019 Crafty M250. Let me see, the model number of this thing is 12 Alpha Victor Bravo 2 Alpha. Looks like Queen 793. So, gentleman messaged me a few days ago. He answered an ad for one of my $100 machines, or I told him I had a couple $100 machines left. So he said, I got a machine, it'll run for a while, install. So I said, bring that. And he also brought a Craftsman straight shaft weed eater with this. So we did a deal. I gave him $50 credit for the mower and the weed eater. So he gave me 50 cash. I think it was a $100 unit I discounted. I think originally it was 120. I dropped it to 100. So he messaged me a few hours later, say, hey, this thing's doing the same thing. It'll run, install. I told him, bring it back. He said, I can't today. I can probably bring it by on the weekend. So I'm not sure what the deal is. Everything I sell, I start for a few times. Not to say that it could have crapped out or he added bad fuel to the deal. So I figured I'd fix this thing for him and just do a give back. He gives me my machine back and I give him this thing in the weed eater. I got to figure out how I'm going to do it. Charge him for this repair or keep the weed eater. I got to figure it out. So initially I started this thing. It was running rough. I put it in the corner with a clip on the brake bar and just let it idle. It wasn't running very well. So it ended up stalling and I realized it's out of gas. I was going to drain the tank. I've got a soda can here, but the tank is empty, so I did run it out of gas. I figured I would start tackling the carburetor, and this is what we got. An extremely thick amount of rust. I'm surprised this thing even ran. You can see all that caked up rust down here. I'm just going to have to manually take this out with a screwdriver. I knew I had an issue when I removed the nut and it was starting to grind, like it was sandy. When I took this off, it was grinding. I thought, oh boy, there's something in the bowl. So a little bit of rust there. So I think we can salvage this thing. I started disassembling it. Now, just got the bowl off, figured I'd show you just the sheer amount of rust in this thing. So I'm going to keep cleaning this, take the jet out, poke that through, make sure that's clean. Maybe run a little fresh gas through the tank here and into my soda can, so we make sure that's clean. And then pushing it here to the front, I could feel the front wheels dragging. I'm going to lube those up and check condition of the blade. So that's where we are with this 2019. Figure out what kind of deal I can do. I think the best bet is, like I said, give him this thing back in working order. I take my machine back, figure out what's wrong with it, and resell it. Maybe keep the weed eater. It looked like it was in very good condition. He said it ran, but I didn't bench test it. I just grabbed it and said thanks and haven't looked at it again. So I'm going to keep progressing with the 2019. Not a bad looking machine. Just feel that it was not maintained at all. So I think I asked him about ethanol fuel. He didn't know what ethanol fuel was. The oil looks very clean, like it's only been used a couple of times after an oil change, so that's surprising. So I'm going to get busy with this. It's got the wax plunger type choke, and I didn't see any issue with that at startup. It started up fine, just ran really shitty until the tank went dry. Anywho, I'm going to get busy right now with this thing, do a little maintenance on it, and let the customer know he can bring mine back and we'll discuss a fair and equitable exchange. As always, please tip your waitress and wait staff. They're doing an awesome job. They really appreciate your tips and generosity. Please like and subscribe. Come back and see me. We'll have more junk on 4 wheels here in the near future. Thanks again. Go cut some grass. Do it now. Go mow your lawn. Get some exercise. Wake the neighbors. Do it. Do it now.